One of the peripheral issues associated with dealing with any chronic disorder, but particularly fibromyalgia, is that of diet. People often ask, is there a special diet I should be eating? And scientists have been researching the effects of diet on patients with fibromyalgia, but to date, no definitive results have been discovered. A trip around the internet will show that dietary approaches to fibromyalgia abound. The variety is so diverse it's hard to imagine that they're all aimed at treating the same disorder. Eat more whole grains. Don't eat any whole grains. All fruit is good. Some fruit is bad. Tomatoes are healthy. Tomatoes are harmful. Sugar is bad. Sugar has no impact. Avoid meat. Eat meat. Confused? Don't be. Experts say diversity is another hallmark of fibromyalgia. This is because fibromyalgia is not a specific illness. Fibromyalgia is more like a symptom complex, and different people appear to have different reasons why they get this symptom complex. So what works for one person very frequently does not work for another. And this, say experts, includes dietary measures. We're at the point now where we know diet plays a role in this disease. It's not just the same diet for everybody. And not everybody is helped in the same way. So let's look at what experts say really matters about the food you eat and why staying away from certain foods might help your fibromyalgia symptoms. Some patients have experimented with their diet and through trial and error discovered that incorporating healthy foods into their diet has improved the quality of their life and in some cases even reduced their fibromyalgia symptoms. Some medical experts believe the reason different diet alterations work for different patients is because of the variety of secondary conditions that often occur in patients with fibromyalgia. For example, many fibromyalgia sufferers also suffer from arthritis, restless leg syndrome, and even gluten intolerance. And while there may not be a single set of dietary guidelines that are right for all people suffering from this condition, there are certain foods or food groups that appear to make a difference for a significant number of people. But remember, avoiding these foods is not a guarantee that your symptoms will change. Also, avoiding one group may offer benefit while another may make no difference at all. Nevertheless, the experts agree that eliminating at least some of these foods is worth a try. Aspartame, NutraSweet. All the experts agree that for a large majority of people with fibromyalgia, foods sweetened with aspartame could exacerbate fibromyalgia. Food additives, including MSG, monosodium glutamate, and nitrates. MSG is an additive or flavor enhancer that's found in many processed and frozen foods and in some Asian cuisines. Sugar, fructose, and simple carbohydrates. There is no clearly agreed upon evidence that cutting out simple carbohydrates like sugar, cake, or white bread will have an impact on fibromyalgia, aside from the impacts on your overall health. What it can do, though, is reduce the symptoms of chronic yeast infection. Caffeine, including coffee, teas, colas, and chocolate. Because it is considered a stimulant, many fibromyalgia patients turn to caffeine-rich beverages as a source of energy. But as you probably already know, this is not real energy. It's an illusion. It's false energy that's generated by the caffeine stimulating effect associated with these beverages. Now, gluten intolerance frequently results in a variety of stomach ailments and other digestive problems. It's also associated with fatigue in patients with fibromyalgia. Nightshade plants, tomatoes, chili and bell peppers, potatoes, and eggplant. These can be trigger flares of various types of arthritis, including fibromyalgia, even though fibromyalgia is not technically an arthritic condition. Avoiding certain foods may help individual patients better cope with their disorder. However, most can also benefit from an overall heart-healthy approach to good eating. Fibromyalgia patients should maintain a healthy diet, low in animal fat, high in fiber, with plenty of whole grains, fresh fruits, and vegetables. You know, over the years I've treated hundreds of fibromyalgia patients, and they've all asked me very similar questions about living with fibromyalgia. So if you've found this information valuable and you'd like to get the rest of the 20 frequently asked questions, then go to www.answerstofibromyalgia.com. In addition to these videos, I'm going to send you my fibromyalgia roadmap, a visual guide to controlling the symptoms and minimizing the discomfort of this disease, including what you should be doing over the next 90 days. This is Dr. Richard DiCenso, and here's to your health.